Life sucks, and then you die.
Come watch TV.
Greetings, fellow mortals. Just a reminder saying it's just my opinion is for cowards. I'm going to be honest here, 2025 kind of sucked epic donkey balls. It was a long, difficult year. I think it was the point where I no longer started to look at the coming year and think, this year will be my year. Nope, 2026 will probably suck as well. But there's at least good stories out there, good entertainment to distract us, and I want to celebrate the positives of 2025. This is going to be a combination of some of my favorite stories from this year. Oh, and I obviously didn't watch or play everything that came out this year, so if you have any suggestions for anything that I miss here, I'd appreciate hearing it. I love suggestions.
And here we go.
You would think that I would put Hollow Knight Silksong on this list, but nope. It's beautiful in every single conceivable way, but I haven't come close to beating it because it's too hard. Say what you want, tell me to get good. It's too hard. I have tried. I cannot do it. I can't beat it. Don't want to ram my head against that wall anymore. It's beautifully crafted in every way, but it's too hard. So I prefer Dispatch instead.
Well, hang on, you've just...
No, I like it. This is brilliant, but I like this.
Dispatch is a choice-based game about Robert Robertson III, who, after his Iron Man suit gets completely totaled, works as a superhero dispatcher. And you know what? It was fun, full of heart, and kind of hilarious. The characters were great, the world building was fun, and everything was played straight. There was no giant twists, but that was actually nice because it didn't need that. I actually found the overabundance of cursing and jokes to be endearing in this case, even though a lot of what comes from Critical Role kind of annoys me at times. Really, the only flaws are some of the weird plot holes at the climax of the game, but it was good enough that I did 2 full playthroughs and unlocked every single achievement. So I can't deny loving it because it proved that superhero fatigue isn't a real thing. People love gorgeous demigods who are dating each other. You just need to put them in unique scenarios that aren't boring.
I just think they're neat.
Expedition 33 is borderline perfect. From the art, to the writing, to the performances, to the music, which I still listen to during my workouts. It even has challenging gameplay that I really enjoyed. I never particularly felt good at it or anything, but I also didn't die too much. It's an experience that I have no criticisms for, besides wanting multiple save files. Oh, and the ending was too sad for me this year. Remember, 2025 sucked epic donkey balls. It's a beautiful experience. The story of grief and despair is gripping, but I was not in the headspace for this. Haven't touched New Game Plus yet, and I probably won't for a while. I loved it, but also I really can't handle it right now.
First, let's get one thing straight. I'm not crying. I'm just sweating through my eyes.
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 kicked open the door to my heart and firmly planted itself into one of my top favorite games ever lists. Definitely in the top 5. The first game was a little too janky for me to enjoy, but KCD2 fixed everything. I love the characters, the role-playing opportunities, the leveling, the history, the writing, the music, everything. It was a perfect game for me, so much so that it's a comfort for me now to go through it on my own. Kind of like how people play Dark Souls 500 times for their come downs at the end of stressful days, despite it being so difficult. That's KCD2 for me, even if I still become frustrated with the combat at times. But that is what Henry's Bane Poison is for.
Oh, right. The poison for Cusco. The poison chosen specially to kill Cusco. Cusco's poison.
And while KCD2 is my comfort game, the Netflix sitcom show Leanne has become my comfort show. I wouldn't say that there's anything exceptional about the series, but it just lights up a part of my brain. The nostalgia of the sitcom format added to the old feelings I used to have visiting my grandparents in Alabama during Thanksgiving. I like the story of older people continuing their lives in the second half of their existence. Leanne made me laugh, provided a lot of comfort for me, making it one of my favorite things in 2025. I still go back and watch it, I still love the characters, I still laugh. It is just good. I like it.
Oh, I forgot how how bad it looks.
I've seen worse.
While Leanne earned a few chuckles from me and makes me smile, it has nothing on Smiling Friends when it comes to humor. I wouldn't say that Smiling Friends is a come-down show full of nostalgia, but it is the funniest thing I have seen all year. Season 3 especially. Every episode made me laugh so hard that my sides started to hurt. My wife can't begin to possibly comprehend what's so funny about it, but I was just dying, especially with the callbacks. I still say that the people at the bar praying for the plague victims might be the funniest joke I've ever heard from a TV show. Even as I type this script, I'm giggling at the memory. In fact, I had to do about 10 different takes on this one part alone because I burst out laughing. I need to go back and watch all the episodes again, leaving my wife perplexed once more about what I think is so funny about this show.
What's so funny?
Guys, come on, can we all say a prayer for the victims of the plague, please?
I gotta admit, Pluribus is a divisive show. There are plenty of reasons to not like it. Take the Breaking Bad episode, Fly, and that is every episode of Pluribus. 100% character-driven, very disturbing, deliberately slow-paced, which is amazing to me. I loved everything about it. It was a show that I looked forward to each and every week. But if you don't want a deep dive into a single character falling apart at the seams during a hive mind apocalypse, it's just not for you. But you know what? That's fine. Not everything needs to be for everyone. If you hate that every episode is like the lowest rated episode of Breaking Bad, or if you're one of the many people who are offended by the show, that's fine. It's borderline perfect for me though. Humor, acting, writing, cinematography, everything just perfect. I just enjoyed every aspect of it.
I liked it.
Anime had a rough year for me. I fell off it hard after ReZero bled in from 2024 to 2025, especially with One Punch Man dropping the ball horribly, but there's always Chainsaw Man at the very least. I love that series, and I always will. My biggest regret with this particular show and series was dropping it when it originally came out, and only getting back into it when the anime first dropped. The movie perfectly adapts the Bomb Girl arc from the manga. I loved it so much, and I want to see it once again, even though I know the story by heart, because that animation was just too perfect. Oh, it's so beautiful. I loved it.
It's beautiful.
Remember how I said that Expedition 33 made me too sad? Well, it had nothing on Takapi's original sin. I don't even know how to begin explaining this show besides it being one of the most messed up concepts I've ever seen. There's something disturbing about it, despite the fact that I've objectively seen more violence and gore from Berserk and Junji Ito. It's just something about Takapi that is unnerving and depressing with its young characters and naive protagonists. The single season isn't that long, only 6 episodes, but woo, is it intense. It reminds me of Goodnight Poon, which I also don't know how to describe other than a beautiful, tragic mess.
Oh, I made myself sad.
Finally, an anime that I hold surprisingly dear to my heart. Apothecary Diaries has something in common with both KCD2 and Pluribus, a brutally realistic historical setting where the main draw is the character, or the characters. Not a whole lot really happens, but man, do I love the characters going about their lives with a strict hierarchical system. Fan service all around, while the same characters demonstrate how harsh of a reality the past was for the women, with their opportunities drastically limited and terrible things happening to them all the time. If not for Momo's charm and sense of humor, the series might actually be depressing. There's something for everyone to be offended at, and I love Apothecary Diaries for this fact. Until recently, I said that horror really isn't my favorite genre, but I'm starting to rethink that. Not because of It Welcome to Derry, which I had plenty of criticisms for, but because spooky stories have a lot more variety and freedom than anything else right now. Take Weapons for an example. Oh, an evil witch is kidnapping and basically enslaving children. What other film genre can get away with that? None. While not a perfect movie, to the point where it sometimes feels like 2 films glued together, together, the mystery, unique concept, disturbing visuals, and borderline visual comedy of children running all just make it a worthwhile experience.
Rachel, Nevada at 6:30. Reporting live, Joe Bartel's 13 Action News.
What the hell was that?
Another example of me getting more into horror this year would be Sinners. Now, originally I didn't have any interest in this at all. The marketing was just plain terrible. It made the movie look like hot, steaming garbage. But then people got to talking about it, so I sat down and watched the perfection roll out. Another piece of entertainment which used its time setting to perfection. It wasn't just a vampire movie. The themes, visuals, acting, and camera work were just plain perfect. So much so that after this film, the only thing that I could think was how in the hell does Marvel keep failing at making a new Blade movie? They have to be looking at Sinners and crying about their incompetence.
Yeah, that's one fine-looking barbecue pit. Why doesn't mine look like that?
Finally, Amazon's War of the World. Nah, I'm just kidding, that one sucked. Superman, no, not that one either. It was good, but not that memorable. No, the top pick for me is Kpop Demon Hunters. It was my favorite piece of entertainment to come out of 2025 by a significant margin. Perfect music, perfect characters, perfect animation, perfect story, perfect choreography with both the fighting and the dancing. Completely and utterly flawless. No notes. I have watched it multiple times since giving it a chance a few months ago. It has everything that I wanted from a story this year. Serious issues put into an allegory while actually treating the threat seriously and actually treating the allegory like a real story instead of just being themes for theme's sake. Various types of villains, a cheerful tone, funny, witty, moving, emotional. Take the best qualities of everything else that I talked about in this video so far, and you get Kpop Demon Hunters.
Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
That's not everything I liked from 2025. There were other stories that were good as well, maybe even great, and I wish I could recommend new books to you as well, but I've mostly been reading the Expand series and, oddly enough, Japanese books about magical bookshops and cats. I don't know why, that's just the kind of mood I've been in this year.
But farming? Really? Man of your talents? It's a peaceful life.
Was there anything major that I missed that you can think of? I know that Apple TV has plenty of good shows that I haven't watched yet, and getting me to go to the theaters in person sometimes is like pulling teeth. But still, give me some of your suggestions. I love to hear about good stuff, because even though 2025 as a year kind of sucked, there was at least some amazing bits of entertainment. Hopefully 2026 at least has some good stuff to consume as well, because I got a feeling that we're all going to need the distractions. And remember, if you disagree with everything I have to say, that is perfectly fine. After all, everyone's entitled to their objectively wrong opinion.
I'm gonna bust you up, plum fum, and then I'm gonna wear your clothes.
That was weird.
Thank you all so much for watching.
You're still here? Good night, everybody. Thank you. You bye. Boom.
Do not despair.